Starseeds, have you been having a difficult time lately? Have you noticed that things in your world and your life seem to go topsy-turvy and things aren't making sense? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you the truth about being a starseed that no one tells you. The truth about why you've come here and give you some tips on how to navigate your starseed spiritual awakening. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris, and I help people to find their center. In this video, I'm going to share with you the truth about being a starseed that no one tells you. The truth that it's interesting right now. Let's just say that. As we are moving towards this new moon, there's a new moon on Thursday. If you follow Sidereal astrology, it's in Pisces. If you follow the regular astrology, it's in Aries. So in one way, it's the beginning. In another way, it's the end of the cycle. So it depends on how you look at it. So the truth about being a starseed that no one tells you in 2020 is that it's getting more and more difficult. What's going on right now is that Earth is shifting in vibration and frequency. And our DNA is being altered and activated, especially if you're a starseed, especially if you're a member of the rainbow tribe, if you're a rainbow starseed and light worker, and a member of the LGBTQ plus community and or special needs. Now, when I say a member of this community, you can be pansexual, bisexual, gay, lesbian, transgender, non-binary, have autism, ADHD, or some other kind of special need. You can also be an ally of one of these members. You can be a supporter. You can be a partner of, you can be a parent of, a child of, a sibling of, and that all still counts. So the truth about being a starseed that no one tells you in 2020 is that the bar is being raised higher and higher because of the Great Awakening. And if you're one of the three waves of volunteers that Dolores Cannon talks about, then it's going to be extra challenging for those of us that are on this journey. You're most likely being pushed right now. You're most likely being pushed to purge and go acute. And what going acute means is stuff is being brought up that is based on the 3D matrix, that's based on lack mentality, that is based on issues of self-worth, of fear, of shame, guilt. Anything with the lower chakras is being brought up to your awareness right now so you can purge it and finally let it go. And that is not always the most pleasant experience, especially for starseeds. A lot of starseeds that I know of have had a very painful past. They've had a very painful starseed spiritual awakening, and a starseed spiritual awakening is different than a regular awakening. Starseed spiritual awakening, to me, is a more accelerated path. You may have had an awakening as a young child. You may have had a very traumatic past, or a lot of experiences happen to you, and you may be quite young in age. But the truth about being a starseed that no one tells you is that this journey can absolutely suck sometimes. There are days when you feel like you want to exit the matrix and you want to end your life. And there's days when you don't want to get out of bed. There's days when you may have so much energy that you don't know what to do with yourself. And you may have the flip side of that of insomnia and you can't sleep. Do you find yourself picking up more on the collective conscious or the collective unconscious? And is it being brought into your awareness right now? Do you find yourself having more dreams? Are you doing more astral traveling and more healing? Now, the way to navigate through this, the way to help to make sure you're letting go and clearing and stepping into and embodying your 3D self is to actually work on your 3D self. I know that sounds counterintuitive. And for a long time, I was like, dude, I just want to go home. I just want to go to my planet. I don't want to be here on Earth. Earth sucks. Earth is a violent place. People are negative. People are squabbling and fighting over petty things like money and possessions, when we know, those of us from the starseed origins know that we already have advanced technology, replicators from Star Trek that, you know, can basically feed the entire population of Earth and replicate clothing and all that stuff, and instantaneous manifestation. A lot of us starseeds don't want to be here. We want to go home. We feel like, you may feel like Earth isn't your home. You may not know exactly what star system or where your starship is, but you may feel like Earth isn't your home and you just want to do your job and get out of here. But unfortunately for us right now, part of our work is being here in a 3D body to anchor in the vibrational codes and the vibrational frequency from that home planet, from that star system, from that starship onto Earth. And that's what we're doing when we go to sleep at night. I just did a video on that, what we do, what Starseeds do in dream state, and you might not even be aware of it, is basically what you do is you go to sleep, you go back to your Earth ship, you do some sort of mission there, and you take back some relevant information that you need here to help shift the vibrational codes, shift the vibrational frequency. So the truth that being a starseed in 2020 that no one tells you is that you're here for a big purpose. You're here to help others wake up. You're on the accelerated course. If you're watching a video like this, if you're into this kind of information, if you're just starting out on your Starseed awakening journey, you're in the right place. 1111, man, this is the sign. This is the synchronicity. This is the life-changing moment that you were waiting for. Right here, right now. So the truth about that is that it can absolutely suck. You may be going through a Starseed awakening depression. You may have felt euphoric. You may have felt awesome coming out and excited about this information. And then you may have had a crash. You may have felt anxiety. You may feel timelines collapsing. You may feel people being pulled in and out of your life. You may be losing jobs and friends. You may be all alone. You may feel all alone. But the truth about it is you are connected to other beings. You're connected to other people like yourself. You're not the only one out there, dude, or dudette, or non-binary folks. And the truth about that is that it could be lonely if you feel like you're alone. You could feel depressed. You can feel like you don't want to get out of bed or do anything involving the 3D matrix, which is, you know, not the most fun party. But the truth is that you came here to wake up first. You came here to find out this information, and it's time to start doing your passion right now. It's time to start raising your vibration, clearing out your self-image, letting go of what no longer serves you. And a lot of starseeds have taken on programming from different DNA lines. They've taken on programming from the matrix that you may not even be aware of. So you have to go pull all that out, find your center, which means tuning into what you want to do, tuning into what your purpose is. And I have a meditation that'll help you with that. Ho'oponopono will help you clear and shift out some of that vibrational baggage and garbage that may not even be yours, that may even be from past lives, that may be from other timelines. So click down below. You'll find that there. It's really powerful. Listen to that for 21 days and watch how your life begins to transform and shift like that. So the truth about being a starseed that no one tells you is that it can be amazing at times. It can really suck at times, but there is a way out of it, and the only way out is through. There's no way, unfortunately. I wish we could just skip grades, you know, on the matrix, but we can't. We got to go through it, and the best way to get through it is to graduate from this 3D and move to 4D and so on and so forth. So the truth about that is that you can't just skip grades, man, but you can go to the accelerated level of the class if you're willing to do the work. So the truth about being a starseed in 2020 that no one tells you is you're on the accelerated path, which means you're bringing up stuff even quicker, which means you're going to go through hell first to clear out some of that garbage, but you can clear it up like that to move towards your optimal timeline, to move towards what it is you truly want. And I hope Starseeds, you're awesome, you're amazing. Rainbow Starseeds, Rainbow Lightworkers, peace and unity.